All right, true crime fans, let's get into the next flight. We're taking off, and this is a quick one having to do with Harmony Montgomery. You might remember Harmony Montgomery, and I have to check her birthday. When we started talking about this a couple months ago, she is 7, but she's been missing since she was 5. She has not been seen. This is another interstate problem. She was taken from the custody of her mother, who had a substance abuse problem in Massachusetts. Her father, who had an extensive criminal record, but it was not checked because the judge was retiring and seemed to want to get things moving. Just my opinion. I can't prove that's what he thought. Just my speculation. And he was a lazy SOB. Gave custody over to the father, Adam Montgomery, who then took her over state lines to New Hampshire. And there is a charter between the states that they're supposed to do stuff about children who have been in the system and watching them more closely. But New Hampshire has a lengthy issue with children in the system. And their governor, Sununu, they lost 2 children in the system to murder by parents back like 10 years ago. 7 years ago, and they had to, oh no, we'll redo things. It's just, if we don't invest in people, this is what happens. When we only invest, you're just going to get my, liberal media thing. But when we take our tax money and we give tax breaks to corporations, and when we promote only business, when we forget about people. Taxes are supposed to give you services. Something is wrong in New Hampshire. In my opinion, just my speculation, this is the second course of where the governors had to come out and be like, oh, we need to do better and blah, blah. They don't. It seems as if children, especially damaged children who are that are at risk, are not a priority. And basically, oh, we're overwhelmed. Oh, we can't bother. I'm sure if it was your 401k, you might bother if you notice things going missing. But a baby, oh well, she's 5. That is the problem. Somebody should have been assigned to her case. In fact, there was somebody who then couldn't find her at her home, tried to call the mom in Massachusetts. Oh, couldn't get a phone answered, so just then left it go. And I don't know about you, but when someone doesn't answer, I keep calling, especially if it's about a missing little 5-year-old. So now it's been over 2 years. We don't know where Harmony is. We presume something horrific has happened to Harmony. Her father moved out of that house. They did dig up the house recently. She was not found anywhere on the property, but they lived in a car. The second wife, Kayla Montgomery, claimed she thought that Adam had sent her back to her mother. Well, her mother was the one who rang the alarm bells after she got clean and was like, where's my kid? I haven't seen her. No one's telling me, trying to get anybody to listen for like over 6 months, until she ended up getting, again, social media, finally got the case and got moving here. So Kayla was back in the news this week, and that's why we're talking about it. So the dad is in custody. He has been charged with 8 counts related to firearms. So I don't know if you've ever been pulled over, but if you've pulled over for speeding or a light out or whatever, and you get lippy, or there's there's something that makes the police want to look a little bit closer. Or you could even use this analogy, forget the police. In school, if a teacher already is already irritated with you, instead of letting you slide by, they're going to be like, oh, and this is wrong. And by the way, you didn't do this, and you didn't do this, and you didn't do this, and it piles up. Well, Anna Montgomery has received 8 more charges now for firearm problems. So he is going to be in jail. They are keeping him in jail, and these are legitimate charges. because he was a felon and he wasn't supposed to be having firearms, and he procured them, and it appears as if they were stolen. So he's got all kinds of problems, and so he is in custody. But the mom, Kayla, the stepmother, Kayla, she claimed that Harmony was with her and was getting money from the federal funds for women and children. I think it's a WIC program type thing, food stamps. I think state and federally fund that. So she is in trouble and being held for defrauding the government because Kayla wasn't with her that time. Her lawyer was in court with the prosecution talking about that case, and they had a little chit chat about maybe a plea. They were talking. That was like a negotiation. They didn't use the word plea. I want to be clear about that. But if Kayla Montgomery knows anything more, and let's just be honest, she knows something more about what happened to Harmony. She, at least a little bit more. I mean, she might know exactly what, but she has a lot more information. She can flip on Adam, and hopefully she can receive reduced. I mean, yeah, she took money for a kid who wasn't there, which is horrible. But I don't know if anybody here has been hungry, but people do get desperate. And if she can help find where Harmony is, I would say let her off on those charges. I mean, that's just me. Again. So, short flight. We will be speaking again. She won't be back in court. They have 60 days because the prosecution gave her like 78 CDs of information. Her attorney is a court-appointed attorney, so he is going to have to spend some time. Anyways, but that is good news because it seems as if she may be ready to play Let's Make a Deal, and that we might find out what happened to Harmony. Hi. If you liked this flight of episode 8's True Crime Grapevine, please put something in the comments, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. You know how to do all the YouTube-y things, and I will see you with new flights next Tuesday. Bye.